Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian. Welcome you to a new episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 3. In this episode, we're going to conclude Season 2. And then after we do the off-season and get to Season 3, we might take a short break from this series. No, we won't. We'll keep going unless people decide they don't want to see anymore. We have an important email of some kind. Grimaldi will be back soon. I really need to be better about checking waivers, but the only way to do that is to check day by day by day, which would get really boring after a while. Who's injured? Grimaldi. He's just scratched, so it's fine. We're 19 and 27 this season, which isn't great. It's not the end of the world, but it's not great. So, as a point of difference, let's look last season. And last season, we had a 65 points all season. We finished last in our, we finished 7th in the conference. That doesn't sound right. 7th in the division, maybe? I don't remember. But we only won 19 games all season last year. Or excuse me, we only won 30 games all season last year. And we're already at 19 now. Which means we should win more games. I don't know how many more, but we should be better than we were last season. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this month. As always, I need to disable this stupid taskbar because it's a butt. A loss to San Jose, but that actually might have been from last episode. I don't recall. No, we have 20 wins now, so clearly I must have missed something. We play the Kings. Say the Kings were a tough opponent. Defeating them would be a nice feather in our cap, or we could just lose 4-2. Right. Check our PMs. Ooh, McKinnon had a good day. 4 assists and 1 goal. That doesn't make me as happy. None of you guys are mine. Grimaldi is back. Who's currently playing as center? Asplund and then Onerud. The thing I think of is that they don't think Bodane is a good fit as a center. Either they just want him more time to develop, and the third line is more kind of a developing type line. I don't know. Do we want to scratch Onerud and dress Grimaldi? I think maybe we do. Let's do it, and then we can rebuild the team. And then just throw Grimaldi on the second line. The thing is, I think Grimaldi's actually holding back the second line. If we look at the offensive stats on this line, yeah, he's on the third line. Ennis is the first person on the second line to have a decent number of points, and it's only 11. Grimaldi only has 5 all season, and Harkinen only has 11. But again, we're just down, period. We're not scoring. And we'll have to think about what we can do about that for next season. I think we just need goal scorers. Or more power forwards to kind of fit the thing. But I don't know who in the NHL I'd consider a power forward. Todd Bertuzzi is like the premier example in my mind, even though he's a dick who liked to hurt people for fun. But he's the kind of player I think about. Come on. And we lost to Dallas, too. Shattenkirk is injured. He's been a real disappointment. Like, I wasn't counting... I mean, Shattenkirk is a defensive defenseman. Fine. But I was expecting him to be a lot more useful. I mean, he scored... he scored 40... He scored 40 or more points every season, and he won't get to 40 this season, I don't think. I don't think it's likely, but we'll see. He's only out day to day, which just means we need to scratch him. We don't need to take him off the roster. Scratch Shattenkirk and dress Siemens. We should get better cost in. Rebuild my lineup for me, please. And now Fartenberg is on the first line. Can I edit players? No. I can't call him Fartenberg, even though he desperately needs to be called Fartenberg. What do we do with Pickard at this point? He's clearly the better goaltender at this point. Varlamov is getting worse. I think one of my problems is I need to start readjusting how I think of NHL players. I think of them like baseball players. 28 is when they should be hitting their peak. It seems like they start to fall off around 29. So I'm going to need to focus more heavily on younger players if I expect to see significant improvement. Yeah, Pickard's just better than Varlamov. I'm going to go ahead and offer him... Yeah, I'll give you a 3-year deal for $2 million. I mean, Pickard's a good enough goaltender that he's at least going to be a backup. Maybe someone will trade me for Varlamov. And he resigns. Oh, he'll be ready to start skating again. In about 2 weeks, he'll be ready to start playing. No one wants Varlamov? It's like they don't want a crappy goaltender who's severely overpriced. Imagine that. I might use our free buyout clause to buy out Varlamov next season. Ooh, we won a game. We beat the Panthers. Boston. Why did it stop me? Must hit next week instead of next month. I think that's what happened. Ooh, we beat Boston. In OT, but we still beat them. And then the Ducks defeated us. And it's going to take a moment to process the rest of this month. And there we go. Development report. Yes, please. Some people are getting a lot better. And Claude gets worse and worse. Belyayev. Anyone reach that 2-star level? Even a 1.5 is at least interesting, but only if they've still got... Bodan was supposed to be 3 stars at some point. It looks like he's going to top out at 2.5. Yeah, he's lost a little bit of potential, but he's gained a 0.5 star, so... Grimaldi... McKinnon is still getting better. I don't see Jost on here. I don't think Jost got any better. Wow, really? Connor McDavid, who the game like loses its shit over every season. How on earth is your contract so cheap? I have no idea. Right, let's go ahead and wipe this out. And then let's proceed. I'm hoping as you get closer to the trading deadline, people will get more interested in people like Varlamov. Can we beat the Blackhawks? It's a question. And the thing is, I don't see like a Sidney Crosby type talent. Oh, we're playing decently. He's unhappy. Come on, there was that point where we lost like 8 games in a row. That's not my fault. And we just lost to Chicago. Damn it. Please check my PMs. Slowly they're getting comfortable, and Shattenkirk can now be dressed. That'll help. Scratch Siemens, dress Shattenkirk, rebuild lines. And so now you're bumping Beaudin down to second, fourth line. Whatever. What is it about him you just don't like? It's weird to me that there's like this thing against him. I mean, he's a good passer. He's good at faceoffs. He's a good center. And he even plays fairly physically. I don't know what your problem with him is. All right. Tomorrow versus St. Louis. Can we take down the Blues? Every win increases my chance of getting an extension. We cannot take down the Blues. I don't think I'll get fired. I hope not. Ooh, a trade offer. It's for Varlamov, and it's for a center, which is something we need. Can I get you to throw in a draft pick? Or the rights to an interesting player? No, I don't want your picks. I want your rights for now. You'll never give me Lindholm. What about this guy? Hardly likely. Okie doke. What about Kopaka? Hardly likely. Now all of a sudden you're not going to take it. Can I get a third round pick for him? I know I'm filling up mostly on mediocre draft picks, but they'll still provide depth to the team and save us money in the long run. Shattenkirk is all the way back. I should have just accepted the offer when they originally made it. I think I got greedy, and that's why they did not accept the offer. Yeah, they won't take it. That's not a fair offer. He's not even remotely interested in giving up a third-round draft pick. Ducks players. What about this Max Jones guy? It's hardly likely. Cramarosa. Hardly likely. You know what? I'm just going to wait for someone else to offer. And I've learned my lesson. I'm just going to take the offer if someone else offers something even remotely interesting. Oh, we beat the Stars. That's good news. And then we'll call someone up to fill in as backup goaltender for the rest of the season. International. We got to win 7 more games to equal our total from last season. I think we can do it, but I'd like to be better than we were last season. Scouting reports. Oh, the Winter Olympics start today. Oh, that's why there's no All-Star game. I think there's no All-Star game in Olympics years. I think that's how that works. Fartenberg left to play there. McKinnon? Seriously, guys? You're gutting my damn roster. It's not the end of the world, because I don't think we play games for a bit yet. Yeah, I think they skip the All-Star break when you have the Olympics. I think that's the rule. Landeskog is ready for full contact. Oh, that's right. I needed to add a new assignment for Giles here. And Grun. Alright, I'm going to fire Garth Joy. I don't want someone who's good average. I want someone who's better than that. Release. Fired. And also just good average? No. Okay. What can we get in terms of a new scout? I've got a lot of Swedes already. Let's hire Cal Tucker. And I'll give you the longer deal. And then I'm just going to let you finish the scouting assignments. But we're going to edit these so that you only tell me ever at the end of the assignment. Where's the new guy? Cal Tucker. End of assignment, please, and tell me in 16 weeks. Right. Proceed. I was hoping we get more trade offers. I think the Ducks are the only team who want to bid on Varlamov. The United States beat Slovakia. Russia beat Denmark. My players are mattering almost nothing. Landeskog is almost back. It'll be really good to have him back. Be really good to have him back. Almost 100%. US beat South Korea. I'm going to wait till he's fully recovered before I push him back into play. Okay. To the active roster with you, Landeskog. And I need to get rid of a player. And it'll be Boyle. Because he sucks. He's 100% back. That's lovely. No, I don't want the World Cup. I want the Winter Olympics. Here we go. Standings. We're number 1 in our group. Canada's number 1 in theirs. Sweden's number 1 in theirs. All right. Denmark beat Slovakia. Russia beat Belarus. Oh, come on. You could have had frickin' Varlamov for that. I know why they're not doing it, though. It's Varlamov's enormous contract. And I can't do much to counteract that. I set up one of the really wealthy teams comes knocking for him. U.S. beat them. Ooh, a goal for Shattenkirk. Terry Martin. Did you just finish? No, Terry Martin's also... Are you on here to bug me every freaking week? Yes. Just the end of the assignment. This is not that hard. Duchesne will be ready to... Ooh, Russia beat the United States. Aww. Duchesne is ready to start skating again? I didn't think we'd get him back this year. Getting him back would be a pretty massive boost to the club. Anyone give me an offer for Varlamov. I need to have, like, my fourth... Like, Cody McLeod should be going to, like, other teams and, like, taking out knees with lead pipes. Just be like, what's the matter, goaltender? Bam! And then they're like, oh god, we have to come for Varlamov now. Here, have our first round pick and all of our players. Sweden got the gold medal. Complete. I don't want you to change your mind. Got a couple of goalies here. I'm going to claim him. And then we'll make him the new backup. Let's see. Let's get all the good people dressed. Who's the guy I just traded for? I think he's still in the minors. Need to dress one more. Oh, I almost didn't dress, Yeah, let's scratch Onerud and dress McKinnon. There we go. I need to scratch someone else, but I'm waiting to get another goaltender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who's the extra wing? Hamilton. No, Hamilton we want to dress if we can. He's even that weird year. I think maybe Greer's the one we'll scratch. Injury list. He'll be back relatively soon, which is extremely good news. And please put my team back together. I don't have the goaltender. That's right. I will as soon as my claim is done, though. There we go. Your major role is backup goaltender. I need to change your jersey number. You can have 88. There we go. You don't get Pickard's number. That's not cool. Let's check out training. We can't both do goalie training, can we? Yeah, let's keep training Pickard in that and train him in mental. Yeah, McKinnon should be getting all the training. Give him offensive training for Grimaldi. He's still got some growth left to do. Tatar's fine as he is. Yeah, Rantanen's getting good training. He's getting good training. Greer also needs offensive training. Perfect. Yeah, Pickard's not having an amazing season, but he'll do until I find someone who is having an amazing season. How much is Gruber's contract? I didn't even think of checking that out. You're an RFA, aren't you? Yeah. You can go to the AHL. That might make you happier. Damn it, you'll sign for the qualifying offer. Crap on toast. A lot of you aren't very good, so I'll be happy to let you walk. Alright. Until the trading deadline. Yes, I know I successfully claimed him. I just acknowledged that. Oh, wait, I need to have him rebuild the lines. We decided the Colorado Avalanche don't need to play anymore. They're so bad that we're just not going to schedule games for them anymore. Well, we're supposed to be stopping the sim any minute now. There we go. Good Lord. Right. There we go. Everyone's back. Perfect. Not perfect. I mean, we can still get better. We start playing games again tomorrow. Please check my PM's scouting report. Giles, I know I just set you up for a new assignment. Are you seriously going to bug me? Yes. I hate that by default the AI says we want reports every week. That's really irritating. Because it takes so much time. And we got our butts handed to us by Vancouver. Could we beat Winnipeg? We cannot. I was hoping we'd have a better season than we did last season, but it's not looking like that's very likely. And we spent a lot of money, too. Development report. McKinnon's getting still better. Here's Jost. He is consistent. If we can sign him, we will sign him. Stollers is a solid 2 stars now. Okay. Solo's a full 2 stars already, but I don't think his contract's not up till the end of next season. And that's fine. We'll just go on to the... Sundstrom is injured. When the hell did that happen? I loathe you right now. Isn't Duchesne almost ready to come back? He's up to day to day. Let's go ahead and put him on the active roster. He still can't be dressed yet, but he's getting there. Please rebuild the lines. Grimaldi's going to be my first line center now. No, Onerud gets it. I don't get it. There's something special about these individual people that makes you really think they should be there. See, we play Washington tomorrow. Can we beat the admittedly difficult Capitals? He is concerned, and he thinks it's disappointing. We beat the Capitals. That's got to count for something. It took OT to do it. I think last season we had 60 points. If we can beat 60 points, that would be delightful. Fartenberg and Onerud will soon be completely adjusted. Come on, beat Calgary. Damn it! What the frickin' nothing. Please check my... He's ready for full contact, but I can't dress him yet. It's fine. We lost to Nashville. It's truly frustrating because the problem is really obvious. It's that we're not scoring, and I don't know how to fix that right now. What the crap, Shattenkirk? How long is your butt out? Rotten luck my ass. Let's look at the depth. Sure, we'll go ahead and promote you to the NHL. I'm actually would rather dress you over Siemens because you're at least someone with potential. Siemens is more kind of a backup type player. Let's go ahead and dress Duchesne. Oh, I need to scratch someone first. Let's scratch Onerud. And we'll dress Duchesne. Go ahead and rebuild our lines. Right. Away we go. Duchesne almost 100%. We lost at Florida, but at least we scored goals, which is more than I can say for the last couple of games. And we beat the snot out of Tampa Bay, which is good news. I don't even know who this guy is. Duchesne is now almost 100%. Let's try one of them winning streak things I've heard so much about. Or we could just get shut out again because this team can't score goals 2 games in a row. That would be insane. Really frustrating how bad we are at offense. And this is with playing riskier. Maybe we need to turn down the risk. We lost to the Rangers. See, this is what makes me angry, because we go like 5 games in a row. And not, oh my god, I'm so tired of the injuries this season. This is bullshit. We've consistently gotten injured this season. And I know hockey's a dangerous sport, but come on. I can't activate Costin. We'll go ahead and promote Boyle back to the NHL, and then we'll just dress Levo. Oh, Levo's already dressed, my bad. We'll dress Greer over Boyle. I'll dress Greer all day long. I'm getting so freaking tired of losing McKinnon. It's really aggravating. I'm supposed to have a pretty good trainer, too, which is what frustrates me. You know what? We've got too many injuries. You're fired. I can't fire him? Why can't I fire him? Yeah, fire his ass. We'll get a new trainer who's actually competent. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean that either. Here, give me a trainers. He's a 19. I don't suppose there's a 20, is there? 19. Yeah, there are a bunch of 19s. Let's hire you. He wants a lot of money. He's worth it. I'm getting tired of frickin' people getting hurt every damn 5 minutes. We lost again. Could you at least lose in overtime so we get a point? Nope. We just get obliterated in every damn game. This is ridiculous. Oh, for the love of... I'm really getting irritated with all these... It does not take 6 freaking weeks to recover from a strained shoulder. The one competent goal scorer on the team is also injured now. This is absurd. Something has to change. I don't want to promote him yet. Let's call up McLeod. And then we'll actually dress Boyle. This is just obscene. And it makes so little sense that all these people are getting injured all the time. I mean, our tactic is the funnel. Let's play a less risky style. Maybe that'll help. Let's change the tempo too. Let's go. It must be the high-risk style. It's the only thing I can think of that's causing all these injuries. Hey, we beat Calgary. We won again. That's 2 in a row. Now who's injured? Oh, Rantanen is back. I didn't even know he was hurt. Purge all my messages, please. We know the funnel pretty well. We may change schemes. If we play against the Kings, I want to see how we match up. 71-50, 43-41. How do we match up? Their defense, they're just better. We need to improve our defense. I think that means changing schemes. Hey, we still won the game. Hot tickety damn. But 41 shots, my God. It's going to make people pissed, but I need to change this. This forecheck is just not working. We don't have physical enough forwards for it. We do have good shot blockers. We're going to do collapsing to the net. And I'm hoping this will help us. Because I think we maybe don't have the big enough forwards to do the forechecking, but we're really good shot blockers. And everyone's going to hate my guts. Good for you, buddy. Okay, Rick Lands. Assign job. Ontario, draft eligibility, goalies. Find me the most potential ones. Right. Okay. Are you peeved because of the new scheme? No, you want more ice time. Well, you're being scratched, so I guess I kind of understand that. Boyle wants more ice time. I'm sure that's what Ennis's problem is, too. Okay. Right, so if we play today at Boston, that's a much better fit. We're at 62 for defense. We might find a new offensive style, too. I think the problem with the funnels, I think it also relies on offensive defensemen, which we don't have. Is there a new scheme we can install for the offense? It's going to make people angry, but... Okay, so what is the funnel? Good puck handling skills. And again, we need bigger forwards for that. Torpedo attack. Cycling, no. Yeah, I don't have the power for that one. Good puck handlers. Excellent passing and on-ice vision. Let's try this system. Because we need to downplay the importance of physicality. We're actually worse. Okay. What's another strategy that looks like it might fit better for us? But few defense systems will work badly. What if we tried the Brooks system? How does that factor in? We're about the same. Let's just try the Brooks system for now. And sim to the end. And we lost. But we lost an OT, so we still get a point. And now how angry are people? You'd think people would be, like, super peeved. Like Landeskog. Yeah, he's... Okay, it's counterbalanced by the ice time. They'll get used to it. Of course he's injured. How long is frickin' Jerkface out? Day to day. Tooth damage? Come on, you're a hockey player. Just spit him out and keep going. Onarude. And we do need a better power play. Yeah, I don't have good defensemen. Let me see here. Yeah, let's try the spread. And we'll change the penalty kill too. We can't handle aggressive box. Let's do the diamond. Okay. Autoplay until the next game, and I want to see how these change things. I mean, our penalty kill, and especially our power play, are so god-awful that I'll take almost anything. 70, 52, 41, 35. That's exactly what it was before. And we lost because the frickin' goalie pitched a shutout. Stupid frickin' goalie. Yeah, changing schemes can only help, but we really just need more talent. And I can't do a lot about that. Yeah. I mean, Jost is... I don't care how badly he wants to play in college. We need him next season. Oh, we beat the Sabres. See, we play St. Louis tomorrow. See, the month ever ends. Ah, Greer. Where's Greer's injury? I'll have to change some scouting reports. Players are getting better. Joss is now at 2.5 stars. And Solo's at 2 full stars. But him I can't do anything about. Oh, he's ill. You stupid jerk. We'll put Ennis back in. Poor Boyle. He's like, I want to play. You can play when you don't suck. Hey, we got 30 wins this season. Can we get 31? Can we get 31? We've been slightly better. I don't know, very unhappy or concerned is better. And the freaking Wild beat us. Ennis is back. Alright. Oh, I needed to change something, didn't I? Scouting. Oh, yeah. Fill out the scouting. And under no circumstances bother me. End of assignment, please, and thank you. End of assignment. End of assignment. Good, he's already set for that. Giles, end of assignment. Why is it saying end length assignment is 3 weeks? Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm having a hard time reading this. Porter, end of assignment. Anyone with exactly 16 weeks is highly likely to be a new assignment. That's fine. For now. Win 31. We lost again. Son of a bitch. Win 31. Win 31. Win 31. Sundstrom will be back in 2 weeks. It won't matter because season will be over in 2 weeks. Win 31. Woohoo! I think we've won exactly one more game than we did last season. Yep, this is the last game of the season, and we lost. We lost. Greer is ready for full contact. So, last season, we won 30 games. This season, we won 31, with exactly 65 points. If we look at the standings, are we the worst team in the NHL again? We are. And we were pretty crummy at both squads. I think we were better at this, though. Let me see here. History. Let's see, we had 173 goals last season. This season, 202. We added 30 goals, which is pretty surprising given how crappy a season we generally had. Goalie stats. We allowed 262 goals last season. And this season, 264. We're actually slightly worse last season. Or slightly better, excuse me, as goalies last season. But that's not the worst thing. We did get a better offense, so that succeeded. We just need to just keep improving. Do we go ahead and just... Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish the playoffs. There's no reason not to. And then we'll end the season as we did last time with the beginning of the NHL entry draft. Greer will be back soon. I don't care. Oh boy, Greer's at 100% almost. Greg Sherman. Assigned job. Oh, that was the end of your assignment. You know what? Let's extend it. Where in the hell are you even scouting? Let's have you do a regional scout. Let's have you do Atlantic Canada. And look for potential, please. Okay, Brad Smith. Are you one of the I need to bother you every week? No. "16 weeks, scout for potential in Ontario." And you could check the NHL entry draft, just in case we miss some people. That's Sherman, that's Smith, Heppel. Assigned job. Oh, you're just a report back every week kind of guy. And give me 16 weeks. McFarland. I'll add 16 weeks for you. Please scout for potential. Let's see. And then Oliver, and I really wish the AI didn't automatically do that. Oh, that's fine. We have Norm Robert. We still have a crap ton more people. End of assignment. Just because I can't stop the game from stopping. Otherwise, I wouldn't care. And you can check the entry draft, too. That's fine for now. I really should stop bothering me. Oh, Greer's almost healthy. I don't care. The season's over. So we're the worst team in the NHL 2 seasons in a row. But that's not the end of the world. Waivers. You both blow. Oh boy, Greer is back. This is the best news ever. Don't I have an Andrei Makarov? No, I don't. And he's 38 years old, so... Right, we're going to sim up to the NHL draft, and then we'll end the episode. Because that's really all we need to do in this episode. And a lot of it's just not going to be very interesting. I don't care if he's ready to resume freaking skating. I want you to stop stopping the sim to tell me that people are ready to come back. When it's the bloody freaking off season, and I have nothing to do. Tete's ready. I don't care. Tell me when they're healthy. Don't tell me when they're almost healthy. I loathe you. Norm, I already fixed you, didn't I? I didn't. That's my fault. And Messinero. End of assignment. NHL entry draft potential 16 weeks. Quebec is fine. Okay, it's only the 2. I'd be really delighted if... See, things, I don't even think if we got the first overall draft pick that there's a player that's worthy of it. Which is really sad, but there's not much I can do about that. Oh boy, frickin' Jerkface McGee is almost back soon. Prefer they not get injured in the first place. Okay, we gotta activate Sunstrom. And I'll go ahead and send him down to the ECHL. I don't want to check my PMs. There, I read your stupid email. So we need an elite goaltender and at least one super elite forward. Damn it, Neil Shea, why are you bothering me? Did I not tell you to come back every other week? Oh, you don't have an assignment now. You know what? You kind of stink, Shea. I'm gonna fire you. And then let's see what we can do to add a super awesome scout. You know what? I don't have anyone that focuses on Western Europe. That's an interesting, potentially untapped region. And I'm willing to give it a shot. Focus on potential as much as possible. Entry draft, rights available, and impending free agents. Because if we can cover places that other scouts don't, it'll give us a chance to get a hold of players that no one else even knows about. Thursday, April 27th, McKinnon's ready for full contact. I'll be happy when he's healthy. How did he get injured? We're not even playing freaking games. He injured himself in practice. I don't care. Seaman's going to go back to the minors as soon as possible anyway. McKinnon almost 100%. Todd are ready for full contact. Please don't ask him about sauce. Hooray! I'm on a vacation from being injured. Let's just go ahead and send down, let's send Greer to the AHL. He might get a chance to play a few more games, although I doubt it. That last draft was actually kind of disappointing for us. Because the best player in the draft is not going to be available to us for a while. I probably shouldn't have taken him. I keep forgetting about the stupid KHL rules. Some improvement. Anyone new hit 2 stars? the Capitals are not going to repeat. The Capitals even make the Stanley Cup playoffs this season? I don't think they did. Interesting. I don't care if he is back soon. He was just a stupid bum. I can't believe I spent that money. Now I feel really dumb. Alright, well, you can only cut people during the off season. Fine. Hockey World Championships. Toronto might win the cup. Shattenkirk to the active roster. We're going to need to clear some contracts. That's probably going to mean buying out some people. Because I got a lot of people who are here for a couple of years. And let's get you down to the ECHL. It's not really anyone's contract I want to void necessarily. Okay, delightful. A couple of assists. I want you focusing on the Western United States. Scout for ability and focus on quality. Toronto is going to go to the Stanley Cup playoffs, I think. And the Devils and Kings both won. Nope. So we're in the final round. I need to start purging some contracts if I can. I think we're going to get Toronto versus St. Louis in the Stanley Cup playoff. And the Stanley Cup final. No, maybe not. New Jersey won that one in OT. Now what? Sidney Crosby has a great game. I don't care. I only care if my players have a good game. Okay, Terry Martin. Okay, 16 weeks. Focus on the East Coast, scout for potential. Thank you. Yeah, Jost is about as good as he's ever going to get. I think he's definitely going to be a sign this season. Western U.S., please. Focus on potential. Focus on quality. 16 weeks. Scout. Martin, Giles. Advance. Ooh, tied 3-3. Any one series. And Toronto won. So it is going to be Toronto and St. Louis for the Stanley Cup. It's been a long time since Toronto's won the Stanley Cup. I guess I'll kind of root for them. I don't think St. Louis ever has, though. Toronto's already won 2 games, and it's not been particularly close. Development report, yes. Jost got better at passing, good. Werner's still not very good, neither is Martin. I don't know if there is like a number 1 overall, like a Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid type in this draft. If there is, I'm going to grab him, but I don't know how likely it is. Oh, I take that back. There is definitely someone who could help our team immediately. Joe Veleno. What do you do well, my friend? Really good passer, good at getting open, good at positioning, good at stick checking. Not very good at that, so you might be more of a wing. Is anyone else 2 stars right away? I think he's the best one. If we get Veleno, I will sign him instantly, if I can. And he'll go straight to the main roster. I won't make him wait. Alright, Cal Tucker. Stupid Tucker. Eastern U.S., 16 weeks, focus on potential. Now, remember, the NHL does use a lottery, so there's no guarantee I'll get the number 1 pick, even though I was the worst team. Ooh, Game 7. And the Blues beat the Maple Leafs. Congratulations, St. Louis. Congratulations. Salary cap again. Hart Trophy for Connor McDavid. He did score almost 100 points. Conn Smythe for Austin Matthews. Marc-Andre Fleury. Nope. 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 How did Ovechkin get the Rocket Richard? Oh, because he scored 51 goals, which was more than the other guy, I think. Brendan Lemieux. He did score 50 points in his first full season. I'm not really gonna... Okay, Lance wants to stay in the organization. He's a 14. I'll give you a 2-year extension. Martin's a 14. You can have a 2-year extension. Pratt wants to stay. Pratt can go. He's not a very interesting coach. Goodbye. Norm Robert. Nope, I said I'd only re-sign 14s. Adam Foote. No, I want some more elite coaches. If we can find them. Reject. Brooks Giles is a really good scout. I will happily give you a 4-year extension. Let's continue. A few more days. So Season 2's been kind of a disappointment. We did get better at scoring, though. We just don't have the raw talent, I think. Especially a goaltender. We have a trade offer. I didn't realize I had anyone left on the block. Oh, Onerud. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take it. Nah. No, I'll reject it. That's a pretty terrible offer. I shouldn't take an offer just because I feel I have to. We'll need to hire some new assistant coaches to improve our training, which is fine. I was going to do that anyway. New trade offer. I'll make this trade. It'll help free some cash for us. Brodier, Yager, and Solani. Okay. Right. Are you shitting me? I got the 4th pick. And I was the worst. Oh, this is infuriating. That lottery is such bullshit. I should not have been kicked down to the 4th pick. And I don't think there are 4 great picks. So instead of getting someone who could actually make me an amazing team, the Sabres are going to get him. And the Sabres already have 2 outstanding players. God. Oh, we'll have to see who I end up with next episode. But for now, this has been Avindian, wishing you to please comment. Tell me what we can do to make this team suck less, besides get a new goaltender, which is almost certainly priority number 1. Any advice you have would be highly welcome at this point, because this looks bad. We also need to, if you would subscribe as well. We're approaching 100 subscribers. If I get 100 subscribers, I get a custom URL, which makes it easier for people to find the website. Or to find the channel, excuse me. And of course, like the video, even if you don't like the performance, which I would not blame you for. That's so infuriating. That's so infuriating that I got bumped down to 4th. I'm sure there's still a good player going to be available, but it's not going to be the player I want who would actually make the team better now. But we'll see what happens. In any case, though, this has been Avindian, and I bid you good day.